Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana is. The family of the late Jola, the man who was allegedly shot dead by Aisha Jumwa in 2019 during Uganda World by elections, are in mourning, cursing William Ruto and also cursing Aisha Jumwa. This week, Director of Public Prosecution withdrew murder charges against Aisha Jumwa, and Aisha Jumwa is now a state witness in the case, testifying against her bodyguard. The family members of the late Jola believes that the case is heading nowhere, that now the main suspect has been set free. They are also withdrawing from the case and are also demanding for the release of the bodyguard because the main suspect has been set free. The Star Kenya. Jola family in tears after CS Jumwa was cleared of murder case. The Director of Public Prosecution withdrew charges against Jumwa, and only his bodyguard is still facing the murder charges. Family members gathered at the gravesite of Jola and conducted prayers, after which they announced that they will no longer be part of the case as the main suspect had been set free. We are mourning with bitterness because of the death, and if there is God in heaven, we leave it to him, he said. Jola's mother, who could only speak in the Giriama local dialect, could not hold tears as she broke down while narrating the manner in which the case was going. I have heard that she has been set free and charges withdrawn. If it's real justice, let her be free. But if it's not, God will give his judgment, he said before she broke down. Alfred Jola, a brother of the deceased, said the government initially did its investigations well when the case started, and even DPP Nudin Haji found that Jumwa was the main suspect in the case. Surprisingly, he said they are shocked to learn that the suspect is now innocent. Why should she be a witness in front of us if she was a suspect who was charged? That issue really hurts me. She is the one who invaded our home and caused all the problems. And now she is a witness of Geoffrey Okuto. How? He posts. Jola said God is the one who is going to judge that case, and that since Jumwa's charges were withdrawn, he said Okuto should also be set free. As a family, since we are poor, we have nothing. We don't even have a village elder in our home. We are even fearing for our safety because the key suspect is senior in the government, he said. Yes. Katana, a former Ganda MCA, said they resolved as a family to leave the case to God to make the judgment. He said they have written a letter to the DPP through their lawyer, which will reach him anytime, stating that they have withdrawn the case. Katana said as a family, they do not want to proceed with the case because they fear for their safety. Yes, that's a very painful, sudden turn of events. The main suspect turns into a state witness. And it's very clear that even if the case was to proceed, Aisha Jumwa most definitely, as a state witness, will thwart the case to make sure her bodyguard is set free. The family believes the bodyguard should also be set free because, after all, no need of wasting time in court while already the outcome is predetermined. Yes. And they are making it very clear Aisha Jumwa herself invaded their family and caused all the drama there. In this video, I want us to dig deep into this story to understand what this means. If you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. William Ruto, the president, has been making it very clear that this is a God-fearing government. And William Ruto has been telling Kenyans that he is the president because of God. Because of God. And immediately William Ruto took over power, he quickly disbanded DCI Special Service Unit, accusing the unit that it was being used for extrajudicial killings. In the case of Aisha Jumwa's murder case, family members themselves are on record confirming that Aisha Jumwa herself shot their kin. Let's just remind ourselves of the 2019 events as narrated at that time by the family members.
Muda Sunda akaingia mama Aisha. Aliponia tu akasema, nyinyi askari mmewatuma kazi yangu, mbona mnafanya upumbavu? Wacheni yale mambo yangu niyatekeleze mimi mwenyewe. Ninauliza nyumba ya Ruben iko wapi? Na Ruben ni yupi? Munioneshe. Basi ndio ikawa vurugu kubwa, vita vikubwa vikaanza kuingia. Kila mmoja ambaye alikuwa liko hapa akaingiwa na mshangao. Mwisho wake mama Aisha Jumwa akampokonya bestola yule bodyguard wake. Na alipokuwa ameambiwa Ruben ni yule, akaanza kumlenga na Ruben akawa ameitwa na mtu mwingine. Bahati mbaya risasi kampata baba yake mdogo Ruben, ikambwaga pale. Tukashangaa sana kwa mambo yale ambayo aliyatekeleza mama Aisha Jumwa siku ya jana hapa mjini kwangu. Ni hayo tu ambayo niliyaona jana.
That was in 2019 after the murder incident. So the family members strongly believes that Aisha Jumwa killed their kin. And now we are seeing the case has been dropped against Aisha Jumwa. The family are saying they're poor and they even fear for their lives. So they are withdrawing from the case and they are leaving it to God. What a painful story. If you look at it objectively, it's very clear that the government that promised to be a hustler's government is oppressing the hustlers. Hustlers are not getting justice in this government. This is a government that is only favoring the rich in the society, the dynasties. And that's why a rich woman is being set free at the expense of the poor Giriamas. Very unfortunate. It confirms this is a government oppressing the hustlers. And that goes on also to confirm that indeed it is true, William Ruto lied to Kenyans that he was going to form a hustlers government. And that is true because largely, looking at William Ruto's 100 days in power, almost all things he has done in this government are only favoring the rich. I think it's high time now Kenyans to wake up to realize that this is a government that is not there to serve their interests. That comes out very, very clearly. As I conclude, Director of Public Prosecutions, in his integrity as the director, is now also being put on the spot. I personally believe that it will come a time when these corrupt individuals in government will have to pay for the pain they are causing Kenyans today. Power is temporary. It can change. One day, these corrupt government officials will have to bear the burden. That's something I'm saying with a lot of confidence, ladies and gentlemen. Let me stop it there for now. If you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. If you want to support us here, as usual, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Because some of you have been asking for my number, I've pinned it there. Contact me through the number or feel free to channel any kind or form of support to the number. Let's meet in our next analysis.